Okay, we're on the air. We're rolling. We're rolling. Yeah, showtime, y'all. We're gonna talk about the hood and your peeps. Yeah. Man, it's been a terrible winter here in Chicago. Very, very cold. Extremely cold. Very cold and a lot of snow. Too much snow. I'm gonna have to buy a snowblower next year because I've been shoveling snow. I don't have much of a walk. But it's been so much snow. It's been ridiculous. So much snow. Rolling through the hood with your peeps. Not with your peeps. This is where your peeps live. I think this is Park Manor. I should know all the 72 neighborhoods, but I don't. I think this is Park Manor. And you see the snow on the ground. It is snow and snow and snow. And it's going to snow later today. And be snow tomorrow. And it's just too much snow. But that's... we've been spoiled in Chicago. The winter's been very, very mild here for so long. Yeah, we haven't had a bad winter in over 20 years, so. I'm saying we haven't had a bad winter in 20 years. I don't know if you can see the Skyway. This brick thing is a Skyway. I've showed it before on the show. It goes to Indiana. In fact, I don't know, you're only about 10 minutes, probably 5 minutes, 10 minutes away from Indiana. We're so close to Indiana. So that this brick thing over here is the Skyway. I'm not gonna get on it because if I get on it, I gotta pay $3 to get over the bridge and $4 to get off the bridge, and shoot, forget about it. But that's the Skyway. If I had money, one day I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go do the show. I may just bring my camera and go on that Skyway bridge. And it's a very good view when you go really high on the Skyway and take the bridge over the river. I think this is Park Manor Elementary School. We're at 70th and Anthony. I spoke at this school when I used to do the Black Star Project. I don't do the Black Star Project anymore because I done got so curmudgeon-y and mean and evil. I can't speak to kiddies no more. I don't have the temperament. And plus what I have to say is so, since I'm like 40 years older than a grammar school student, you know, what I say really doesn't resonate because they have no, they're just too young and, you know, they don't understand. It's deep. Okay, this is Park Manor. Park Manor Grammar School. I think that's what it's called. I really should bring up the website. I mean, if I got time, I'll bring up the www. whatever. And the website, these websites, they show you how good the school is. So when I go on social media, and I showed this school before on the show, Park Manor. I showed it again. They changed the sign. I don't know where they get the money from to change these signs, but this is not the same sign I was when I came here a few years ago and did the show. Park Manor. I don't know where they get the money for this sign, but these signs ain't but it's a website where you, maybe I should go down the street over here. It's a website and they tell you how good your school is. There's a website. I'll bring up the website on the screen here. I'll go get it when I get back home, do the editing. And it's pretty good. I don't like to get too deep into it, but it gives you an idea. Like if you bring up Park Manor Elementary School, they'll tell you about how good the school is, how many students are proficient in reading and math, and they'll tell you how many students. I forgot the word. It's not transient. I forgot it's transfers, transient. Transient sounds so mean. But a lot of neighborhood schools, you know, you have students that move out. People move out because they live in apartments, or they just want to move to the suburbs, move to a different city, or they have some hardships and they got to move in with family. So they move into different school districts. Some students may move 2 or 3 times a year, or every 2 or 3 years. A student will move from one grammar school to the next grammar school. So I'm not saying that's necessarily good and bad, but you know, you have that. So people move and they'll show you how many students actually move out of the school and all that good stuff. It's really called stability because you can move around and be stable, but some people can't move around and be stable, if you understand what I mean. Stability. If you have stability, you can come home and do your homework. You have a home that's unstable, it's hard to come home and concentrate and do your homework when you want to watch TV and play video games and act a fool. So that's the school over there. So, you know, I should show you that website. How good is your school? There was a store over here that near Park Manor Grammar School that sold bean pies. And I wish I could go get a bean pie right now. I go over and buy a bean pie. I used to buy a bean pie at the grocery store at 79th and Calumet, but you know. Bean pies. Man, I can go for a bean pie right about now. Call me, let me know I can get a fresh bean pie. Not off the street. Not necessarily. I've bought bean pies off the street. All right, I'm on 71st Street and wherever. I did a show not too long ago here, but oh, I was talking about bean pies, man. I'm going toward Minister Farrakhan's Nation of Islam mosque. Maybe they have a bean pie over there. Usually the bean pies are overpriced, but you know they trying to make money, so it's all good. You can't blame them. It's capitalism. They gotta make a living. So man, let me go. Man, bean pie. Think about bean. Stop thinking about the kiddies in the public schools. Start thinking about them bean pies. They are so good. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, the traffic's bad. These potholes, man. Woo. Watch out now. We had to drive around the pothole here, and we're gonna have potholes here in Chicago. Oh man, this is really bad. I don't know if you can see all the potholes. Man, what they gonna do? Unemployment is very high here in the African American community out here in the South Side, and one reason is why because the bad education, the poor education, and that's usually because of destabilized families. Poverty. Poverty is a real big problem. Poverty. I need to bring a professor up in this show to talk about poverty and how it affects you. Here's a school over here, and I do not know the name of this school. It says South Shore Fine Arts Academy, but I don't know if this is a public school or charter school. You know, they got so many charter schools, and I'm not against charter schools. I'm really not. No, and I don't want to get into it. I'll get into it next year. I do a whole dissertation about it. Yeah, South Shore Fine Arts Academy. I should look up that school and go to the website. Now, I don't know what this is. This is some development that somebody ran out of money. That's life. The old neighborhood, you see a lot of folks walking around because unemployment is high, and education is the problem, and of course destabilized families is a problem, drugs is a problem, criminal justice system is a problem, but really the whole problem is actually ignorance. But the paradox is, if you are ignorant, you know, I'm going across Stony Island, which is dangerous. I got to be careful here. I was saying, if you're ignorant, nobody can't tell you nothing because you get offended. I had to turn. That street had no outlet, so let me come over here. I should go up to the Highlands and show you the Highlands. Some folks get mad if I show their house on the internet, but you know, it's all good. The Highlands is a very nice neighborhood. They got this cul-de-sac because the Highlands are a really nice neighborhood and everything. I think Jesse Jackson's home was over there, but it's surrounded by apartment buildings so they had to cul-de-sac it. See all these apartment buildings over here? So you know how that is. You know, let's face it. America's become a country of renters because home ownership is going down because it just costs too much to get a home. And if you don't have two incomes in America, it's hard to afford a decent home if you don't have two incomes. So there'll be a lot more renters of apartment buildings like these or homes, and it just is what it is. These landlords will have the people by the short hairs. And other body parts. Yeah, I gotta be careful. I don't know this neighborhood. I'm up here videotaping. I do not. When you don't know the neighborhoods, people, you gotta, you know, roll through Chicago. Those of you seeing this in the wintertime, this show will run in March, I think, in the public access here in Chicago. Hopefully the snow will be gone by then. Sometime it will snow. Now, I think I'm in the Highlands now. I told you, I said I ain't going to the Highlands, and now I'm in the Highlands. Highlands Jackson Park neighborhood. It's really nice. They got some beautiful homes in this neighborhood. Beautiful. I ain't gonna show them to y'all. Just come here in the summertime and roll through. Man, see, look at this. Now here you go. Here's a home in the Highlands that is man, it's vacant. Could have been a foreclosure. It's probably in probate court or something. That's a really nice home, big home. Damn, look at that. Man, the recession hit everybody. Remember, there's a permanent recession because the country's in decline because of globalization, what's the word? When the factories close down. Deindustrialization. Yeah, the Highlands is a very nice neighborhood. They got really nice homes, big homes and whatnot. So come through Chicago in the summertime and visit the Highlands on a car. You know, you just be driving. Now we're going to go on the other side of Jeffrey. I should go by Michelle Robinson. Michelle Obama's home was actually Michelle Robinson's home. Her maiden name was Michelle Robinson. She was Michelle Robinson in until I think she lived there until she got married. I think so. I mean, I never. She's only about a year younger than me, so I never met the woman. I've met Obama, a brief encounter. I supposed to have wrote a whole book about it. I just been so damn lazy. Trying to write a book about my brief encounter with Obama and write a whole book about it. I'll eventually get it done. Who knows? Yeah. Oh man, hit another pothole. I'm gonna break my tires. Yeah. But hey, these people got a boot. Look at this. The city don't play, man. Let me zoom into the boot. The city don't play. You don't pay them parking tickets. They boot your car. It's nothing personal. Maybe it is personal. Here's another school. I don't even know what street I'm on. I'm just driving. I've seen this school before because I knew some people live over here on this street. I don't even know what school this is. But African Americans, when I was a kid 40 years ago, it was about 600,000 students, I believe, in the public schools. It's down to 400,000 because many African Americans have left Chicago. The whites who left Chicago have been replaced by Latinos, mainly Mexican. All the old white ethnics who left Chicago, European ethnics, they've been replaced by Latinos. So we've lost population, but it's not totally lost because I should know this school. This is O'Keefe. This is O'Keefe School. I spoke at this school many times via the Black Star Project, Philip Jackson's Black Star Project. I should, if you go online to this website I give you, they tell you how good the school is and all that kind of good stuff. I don't know about O'Keefe. Most schools are average. They really are. And then what happens is that the better students go to the better schools. Like, this is O'Keefe. Let me show you O'Keefe. Okay, let me get a freeze frame there, O'Keefe. So what happens to schools like O'Keefe, probably Michelle Robinson's old school, Michelle Obama's old school, when she went there was called Bryn Mawr. It's been called Boucher for many years, maybe over 20, 25 years, maybe at least 20 years. Time go by so fast, you lose track of time. But a lot of the better students go to the better schools. O'Keefe is an average school. I imagine Boucher, which was formerly Bryn Mawr when Michelle Obama went there back in the 70s. The better students go to the better high schools. So let's say if you're a top student like Michelle Obama, it really has to change in some respects because you go to Whitney Young. If you can pass the test, you go to Whitney Young. You can't go to Whitney Young, you go to Kenwood. You can't go to Kenwood, you go to King High School, Martin Luther King High School. So that's usually the deal. I forgot what street she lived. I mean, I looked it up online, but I forgot. I shouldn't show you the house per se. I want to respect the people's privacy, but ain't nothing private about it. The privacy is almost all gone because everything you want to know, just about everything you want to know, is on the internet. So it is what it is. So what I was saying is that even if you go to school like O'Keefe or just regular grammar school like Boucher, which is formerly Bryn Mawr, if you're a top student, you go to the top high schools. And if you're an average student, you go to the average school. And if you're a struggling poor student, you go to the bad high school or a struggling high school. And if you're really bad, you drop out of high school, like I did. 40-something, it was actually 34 years ago this year, I dropped out of high school. Because I was ignorant and silly. This is silly, man.